Welcome to Thriving Thursday. Today we're going to talk a little bit about choosing your target market. And do you see a theme here in October? We're really drilling down on target markets this month because I've been volunteering with an entrepreneur group, and it's amazing how many people come in and they have new products and services, and they just think their audience is everyone. So we want to get you really clear on who your audience is. So let's dive in. What makes most people fail? It's because they're casting a net that is too wide. They're trying to serve everyone instead of really drilling down on a particular group of people. And the reason they do this is because they're worried that they're missing out and they're excluding people. And maybe if they widen their audience, they could grab a sale over here. But on any given day, it's more important than grabbing a few more sales within your own target audience than it is capturing those people that are really outside who you serve. They're choosing a group that they have no connection with. So I see so many people do this. They jump into something where they don't really know a lot of people, and they're really passionate about it, but they don't really have a connection with these people. They're not speaking the language. They're not really able to communicate with the group of people that they're trying to serve. They choose people who can't afford their services. This was a huge one for me when I first started out. I thought that my audience was everybody who wrote, who's a writer, and I attracted a ton of starving artists. I really had to get clear on who exactly my client avatar was and how that looked. Also, they choose people that they can't hook. They don't know enough about what they're doing, or they're not connecting with enough people that they really know what is that purchase trigger. What is it that keeps it up at night that's really gonna reel them in? So what does work? Your passion. When you're really passionate about what you do, it's contagious. Specifics, getting really clear on who you serve and what your benefits are and what you give to people. Knowing your audience. And by knowing your audience, I'm not just saying knowing who your target market is. I'm talking about connecting with these people on a regular basis and really getting to know who you're serving. Using your experience and your background. The other day I was at some place and I was in a training environment. I went to a beauty college to get my hair done, and it was just so telling for me. The young lady who was cutting my hair needed some help from the instructor, and the instructor was saying, well, you do this, this, and this, and you just kind of learn how to do it. And the young lady was like, well, but how do you know? And that was the experience thing. She told her, just the more you do this, the more you start seeing things here and there, and you just intuitively know. And that's using your experience. And having that hook. When you're communicating with your audience, you hear things over and over. When I talk to people on strategy sessions, the thing I hear over and over is that I don't even know where to begin. Well, that's the hook. Wow. So are you out there and you're struggling? You don't know where to begin. You don't know how to put it all together. That resonates with my audience, and that's the kind of hook you need. So let's talk a little bit more about passion. When you're shining through authentically, people feel it. So just let me ask you, look at this. Do you want to work with that smiling young lady on the left? Or do you want to work with this person over here who's kind of like, nobody's playing with me and I'm not really excited about it. I just do it because I want money. Of course, you want to work with that young lady on the left because she looks like she's going to be fun to work with. She has a lot of passion. She has a lot of enthusiasm. She's in it because she loves it. The specifics. Get really specific about who you serve and what you provide. There's so many generalities I run into. What do you do when I ask people what they do? They're not really clear on who they serve. If you look at their website, they serve people who are getting divorced. They serve people who want to be happy. They serve people who want to get to know each other better. And it's like, well, wait a minute. Are all those interconnected? They look like three different programs. I'm not actually sure what you do and what you provide. Be really clear and specific about what you do. You may have seen other people out there who bounce around. I know somebody out there who does something similar to what I do, and one day she's teaching people how to do books. The next day she's teaching people how to do other things, and it's not really clear exactly what she does. Know your audience. Who, what, where, how, pain, relationships, how they interact, what they're looking for. And that comes through assessing them, having groups where you're actually talking to people, setting up strategy sessions, asking particular questions. You have to be communicating with your audience and know them inside and out in order to be able to serve them well. Using your experience. This is what makes you unique. I have to tell you, there are probably 100 people online that do exactly what I do, but my audience loves me because I teach in a particular way and I have experience behind me that none of those other people have. Very few of those people who do what I do can say they have served billion-dollar companies, billion-dollar accounts in a marketing way, and being able to translate that one-on-one into who they are and who they serve. The other thing is using your experience to fluff people up. A lot of my competitors don't really care whether you're successful or not. I do. And that really translates into my no BS prosperity and prospect, my message around that. We're really going to drill down, and there's not going to be a lot, there's going to be hand holding, but there's not going to be a lot of boo-hoo, that didn't work, let's give up. So using all that and being able to translate that into, this is how I'm different from my competitors, this what makes me unique, and this is how I can serve you in a unique way as well. And then your hook. What reels those people in? What makes you different from your competition? There are so many things, and you have to be able to tell people that without tearing down your competition. A lot of times I see people out there and they're telling people what's making them different, but they're also slamming their competition. We don't want to be negative in that aspect. We want to know positively, in a really positive, uplifting manner, how you're different from your clients. So many of you, I know you're really struggling with, all of this, and I'm so glad to see you here every Thursday, liking and sharing what we do and really telling people about how this all fits together for you.